Good morning, everyone. I'm here to discuss about PHP and database from ITPE 130, um, integrative programming and technology. And we started with a part 1 database setup. So we're going to create a database from PHPMySQL which is the labdb underscore PHP, and right here, and we're going to create it in PHPMyAdmin or MySQL console, but I prefer PHPMyAdmin. So let's get started. We're going to localhost / PHPMyAdmin, and we're going to wait. So as you can see, we are in PHPMyAdmin dashboard. So we're gonna put this SQL query to run. So we're going to create database lab db underscore php, so colon, and we're gonna use lab db underscore php also. So this is how you create a database. Then we're going to click the labdb underscore.php. So here's the database that I created, and we're going again to SQL to put, so create table students, then we're going to put this id in auto increment primary key. So we're going to use the id as the primary key, and we're adding the full name char. We're going to use 100 as a value for full name, and it must be not null. Then course, also varchar. We're going to use varchar for the course table. Seems like there's an error for this, so I cleared that. So again, we're going to use id as primary key and put the full name, also varchar 100. Then it must be not null. Then course, also varchar 100, so also not null. Then your underscore level, we're going to use the integer for this, so int, and must be not null. So that's the end of the code. So let's, and then it exists. So we're going to click students again for the reveal. So it is valid. So the next one is, I'm going to put the entries so that there's a content for my table. So here's inserting to students full name, course, year, so that um, that values are a must, so that we're going to put the sample names on it, and the ID will generate itself, so there's no need to include that there. It's just full name, course, and year level. So we're going to enter values, and I'm going to use my name and my course, then year, and another entry, a value from my friend, then his I mean his course and year level, then another one for my friend also, James Landoy, so his course and year level. And last but not least, also my friend, Christian Belranque. Then his course, PSIT, and his year level. So that's the end of the query, and let's enter. So it inserted. So let's go again to students. So as you can see, it's inside the database. So let's go another part. Part 2, PHP to MySQL connection. So we're going to create a database connection. So we're creating db underscore connected PHP, and we're using MySQL as connection syntax in PHP. So let's get started. We're going to create here db connect PHP. So creating intro for PHP, so and ending, and I'm going to put host equals localhost, then another is user, then root, and password. It must be empty. So my password is empty because from my initial setup, I didn't put password for that, so I'll leave it empty. So another which is db, so lab db that underscore php. So from the one that has exist um, in the database. So let's put connection, which is new MySQLi. Then we're going to put host, user, pass, and db. So we're going to put if else statement here. We're going to use connection, and so it must be if connection will error, then it will it will show as connection failed, because it has error. So here's the next thing that we're gonna put. Oh, it's okay. It's just that it's done. So we're going to save it. Go to part 3, which is retrieving data. So create read students.php, and we're going to use MySQLi underscore fetch as hook to fetch data from the database. So we're going to add another file, which is the read underscore students.php. So let's put that another opening, PHP opening. Then we're going to include data db underscore connect, so that it would reflect I mean it would reflect the entries that we're going to use here in this code to database. So we're going to select from students as an SQL query, and then result is a connect query SQL. So that's it. There's no need to so another we're going to insert an HTML code here in this read students.php, and using HTML, then I'm going to use head for this, and we're going to give this this PHP file a title. So student list, we're going to put this student list. So another one would be head, exit head, and we're going to put the body. So header 1, we're going to put header 2 for this. So another one, student list, I mean student records. So I'm going to push UL first so that it would form um, it would form the table. Oh, so I'm going to use table. I'm going to create the table, I mean. So as you can see, I have formed the table, which is there's an ID, name, age, then grade. So and I'm going to add cell padding for this, and the number must be 10. So um, we're going to change this into from age to course, then year level. So another one must be actions. So that's it. We're going to put also the if else statement. So I'm adding a connection also for this. So let's going to run this code. Localhost, we're going to put localhost lab9 slash read underscore students for this .php. Here's the student records. It's from a database, so it added perfectly. So it it's from a local host, I mean the database itself. So let's go to insert operation. um, we're going to create an HTML form with fields of our full name, course, and year level. So how to send data using post, and how to access as post values in PHP, and how to create an insert SQL statement. And we're going to create an insert underscore student.php to save the data to the database. So going to create the add student. Is it add students? Must be insert students for this. Okay. So PHP, and we're going to also include the dp underscore connect for this, and we're going to add a variable which is full name, um, trim, then underscore post, then we'll put full name, so then course also, then year level. So it automatically added from the recent PHP file, and we're going to use if else. So if this actually empty, if it's empty, then it won't um it won't accept it. Indicates that all fields are required. So it which is means that the not null is useful for this, and we're going to insert, we're going to put a SQL query for inside the PHP code, which is insert into students. So full name, course, and year level. So then values, and as you can see, I'm using a SQL for argument. for the data for the entry will be included for this. So another if else statement, if so if connection query is true, then I mean if the entry if the field in entry is good to, I mean, if added, so it will show as student added successfully. Then we're going to create a button to redirect to read underscore students, which is we're going to use and use this button for that. So if the student is added, it will redirect to read students, but it will redirect to read underscore students.php by clicking the button, which is view students. And if it's an error, then it will show the error. It will show as error. So I'm going to close. Add a connection and close for that. Then so let's put this in the front end. So insert student.php. So we're going to add, so it is, that's it. And we're going to add update students.php for this, so that it can update the entries with the use of update button. So let's move on. For which is the delete student, we're going to add this also. It's all done. Also, I added add underscore student at PHP, so it will look like this. So full name, lobby, course base IT 3, and year level 3. So that's it. I already added. And also to the database also. I mean, that entry will go to the database also. next one is to and the next one is we're going to build a dynamic website and we're going to compile all of these statements into one. So I already add the code. I already have the code, so let's going to run it. log 9 slash student underscore dashboard. So it's, as you can see, I improved the UI for this. Then we're going to also launch the PHPMyAdmin so that it will go live whenever I add a student from the dashboard. So let's go adding a student. So the recent students is added, which I created another one also. So another name, ITMG. So it's also added. So another one. James Landay from BSIT ITMSD. And year level 3. So let's save it. Let's save this entry. So it's saved. So another one. It's the same procedure. So we're adding Christopher Joseph Cuevas. So his courses will be USIT, ITMSD. I'm in IT. Oh yes, ITMSD. So level 3. Another, then full name. Another one. So I'm adding my name. Then course SIT, ITMSD. No, ITMSD. It must be ITMSD. So year level 3. So I'm adding another one. So another one will be Rad Benito. Then it's added. So another one. So here's another entry. So, and the last one will be, it's not the last one. Okay. So another entry. So finally, the last entry. So we're going to view the dashboard. So here's what we added. So it's a total of 10 student entries. So going to verify this from the PHPMyAdmin. So here it is. It actually reflect to MySQL database. PHPMyAdmin. So let's try to attempt the read attempt. So we're going to search for Frances K. So it must be K actually, and so here it is. Then another one, we're going to search Antonio we. Yan. So here it is. So we're going to search. That's it. We're going to edit and to update the entry. So and it successfully updated. So here it is. It updates. So and we're going to attempt a delete. So let's delete it. So here it is. It actually deleted. And next one. So that's it. Thank you guys.